Hey guys, how you doing this morning? So I'm opening up this new series that I'm calling Motivation Sunday. Just something to get our week started. You know, Sunday is one of my favorite day. It's my favorite day of the week. I love Sundays, and I never started out that way. There was a point in my life when I used to feel nervous and overwhelmed and just dejected on a Sunday. And I didn't know why, and I can hardly say I still know why, but there's this kind of pensive mood that Sunday brings on me, if that is the correct word, and it makes me reflect. And sometimes when I was going through a rough time in business and in life, and I never had enough meaning in my life as far as the way I think and the things that were happening around me, I used to go into negative reflection. And as soon as this, my brother, girlfriend at the time handed me a book, she handed me a Kindle that had a book on it known as Big Picture Thinking, and I started to read. And in 8 months after that, I read about 200 books. And I was just so engulfed in personal development and reading and understanding how we get motivated and the power of positive thinking and the whole concept of full potential and happiness and success. When I started to really dive into that, you know, my Sundays changed. So I want to help others to maybe realize that shift in their lives. You know, what we go through, and I'm a strong proponent and believer in this, that what we go through, we don't go through alone, or people have been through it before. There are people who will go through it at some point in their life. So if we can kind of provide a shoulder for people to stand on, then it will help them to probably avoid it or get out of it faster and better able to help their families. And remember that when we impact, we may change the world, not directly but indirectly. So we don't know who spoke to Mother Teresa or Gandhi, or who spoke to their parents so that their parents could instill that in them. We don't know who spoke to a Martin Luther King, who spoke to a Churchill. You know, we don't know who speak to a Jobs. These people who have shifted the world. And because of that, we believe in the inordinate powers of the universe to bring things to us that may impact 25 years, 100 years from our lifetime. And not because we don't get all the accolades, because sometimes these days we go too much for the instant accolades. That doesn't mean that we're not to release our craft into the world and we're not to walk into our calling. And that's why it's such a disjustice and an injustice to the world when we bottle up, when we go only for the picket fence and the name on our doors and the personal accomplishment and achievement, and we never kind of take that further and open up to the world to deliver something else that is within us, or to pull from that gift that we've gotten and inspire someone else. When you make those millions, when you become famous, when you become notable, to give talks, to contribute to a charity, to give back, to help someone, to inspire someone, to share your story. That is powerful, and we must not discount that. So this morning I want to talk to you, you know, as you go through this week, I want to tell you to, each time there's a negative thought, or each time there's feeling going through you, try to pull back and analyze how you're feeling. And if it's a negative feeling, if it make you feel overwhelmed, think of something that you can be grateful for. Think of something that, you know, is in your life that is not in someone else's life, that you feel sympathy, that you feel empathy, that you feel sad for, and be grateful for that. Because if we can feel better, we can do better. It's as simple as that. We will do as well as we feel. And if we keep feeling better, if we nourish that feeling, that good feeling, then we are able to keep the stress cortisol out of our cortisone out of our blood streams. I don't remember if that's a word. And we will reduce our chances to get sick and ill, and we will also improve our chances and our abilities to be creative and to find ways and means and solution for our problems. So gratitude is what helps to do that and helps to unlock that thing in us. So reach for gratitude this week. Find something that you can be grateful for. I know there might be tons of things happening in your life, but think of something that you can be grateful for. And also instantly choose your situations, and when you're in your situations, whatever, choose the triggers that make you reflect and think about each moment that you are in, you know, to show love, to be appreciative, and to savor the moments. You know, take your camera, capture your moments. When you sit with yourself, capture the moment, and as you go forward, you'll be able to use that to reflect, to continually allow you to feel good. You know, to flip through your photos to say, hey, this was when I was doing this was when I was doing that, because your memories will have a great impact on your life going forward. You can always look back at them and instigate and inspire good feelings in you. And when you inspire good feelings in you, it opens you up to the universe. You actually raises your vibration and you attract good things to you. Don't sit in slums and in negative spirals. Try to break yourself out of that. So that's what I want to tell you today. To use gratitude and use mindfulness to get into your moments, savor them, or to reflect, or to be mindful of what can I do to improve this moment. Like this morning I walked into my mother-in-law's house and she had a cup of coffee ready for me. You know, I was just leaving my son to stay with her for the day, and she had a cup of coffee ready. On a cold morning in New York, it is, what is it? Let me check. This is 25 degrees Fahrenheit, and there was a cup of coffee ready for me to go, and that was just so great. So I gave her a hug, and it was cold, and I said to her that my jacket was cold, and I said to her that I'm having that coffee now, sorry for that break, and I said to her that, hey mom, my hugs are usually warm, forgive me this morning, this one is a cold one. And you know, we smiled, and that was like the moment that opens up my day. Sometimes the simple things of life, you know, we complicate things, we look for some grand great moment, and every time we do that, and as we do that, we miss all the just small joys of life that culminates into a happy life and our well-being. You know, it's just, everything is a collection of smaller things. As Jim Rohn says, success is the collection of small good habits repeated over and over again. Everything is made up of small things. We don't usually see the small things because it's the glory moments that are flashed in front of our face in media and in conversation, but there's smaller things that go into them that really make them great. And sometimes if you look at the people who probably made it to the success that they dream of, why they pretty much never get to happiness, they are successful but they're not fulfilled, it's because they miss these small stuff. So don't miss the small stuff. Think about them, slow down and embrace them. Don't be rushed through life, missing all your moments and missing all those little smiles from your child, all the just appreciative phone calls, just the love from others, or just your opportunity to share a word, a smile, a hug, money, what food, whatever. And just be mindful of those moments and be present in them. Don't always snap yourself but into a funk of always stressing and regretting the past and being anxious about the future while you miss the present, because the present is where life is, and if you miss now, then you miss life. It's as simple as that. So be in the now, be grateful, and just savor moments. Have a beautiful day, and if you have a moment, meditate for a minute. Don't think it is some religious superficial ridiculous, difficult routine. Just sit with yourself, listen to your environment for a minute, focus on your breath and feel your breath as it enters and leaves your body. You can do simple ones like in for 4, 1, 2, 3, in with your breath, hold it for 4 and release it for 4. You can count them, so those 3 4s can be in 4, hold 4, release 4. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Allow your stomach to expand as you inhale and deflate as you exhale. Have a good day. Thank you so much.